here and there for a dealership in Harrisburg, South Dakota. And last week we brought a park model to Platte, South Dakota. That would have been a good video if we had brought the camera, because that was a fiasco.
It was pretty bad. We'll include some pictures. We do have pictures.
So what happened was we met a semi on the highway. We were 11 miles from Platte, and it sucked the slide outs out of the camper on the driver's side when the semi went by. And when it sucked the slide outs out, then the slide outs, I'm assuming, created such a vacuum inside the camper that it sucked the two front windows in. So then we had to figure out how to get the slide outs, you know, pushed back in. The bottom stayed in, but the tops came out. And then we got that pulled back in, which you can just literally pull by hand. So we knew there was instantly something ain't right. And then with no windows in the front, we could only go about 15 mile an hour tops on the shoulder. And with the front windows being gone, it would put enough air pressure in the camper and push the slide outs back out again. So the people decided to trade their camper in, and it's only been a week. And they decided to trade it in already for a new one. So now we're bringing them the new camper. We got to set this one all up for them.
Well, they weren't really sure if they were going to keep it in the first place. That was like a 2-hour fiasco too. Them deciding whether they were going to accept it or send it back.
Yeah, so they ended up keeping it. And then apparently after they decided to keep it, they decided to trade it back in.
Yeah.
So now we're bringing them the new one. We got to drop this one, get it all set up, get the other one pulled back out, and then bring that one back to the dealership because it needs new roofs on the two slide outs. When the slide outs tipped out, they hit the opening in the side of the camper, so it ripped the rubber roofs. So it needs two windows, two new rubber roofs, probably a couple curtains, because as soon as the windows went, the curtains got sucked out. So they were on the outside of the camper just twirling. So we got pulled over, obviously. Yeah, so.
Good times.
It's gonna be one of the hottest days of the week. Cold this morning, but this afternoon it's supposed to be pushing 100.
Yeah.
So the hoodie's gonna be gone here real shortly.
So last week it was like 102 in Platte when we were trying to set this camper up. It was pretty bad.
Well, once we got the camper all set up, then we had to, you know, put plastic over the windows, and then we had to use some like Gorilla tape and cover the holes in the rubber roof of the slide top to try and make it work until the dealership could get their service vehicle out there once they got the new roof and the rubber roof and the new windows in, which was going to be what, 4 or 5, 6 weeks into that.
Right, and it's not like we had to do that, but this was
it's an old couple.
It was an older couple, and we weren't just gonna leave them hanging there to try and get up on a ladder, you know, 10, 12 feet in the air and tape the windows up. So we stayed and helped them.
I do gotta say, I have been very lucky about not getting any park models out of Indiana.
Yes.
And now that's all we do is move park models for this dealership. I don't know how many we've done so far this summer.
A lot.
Probably close to a dozen.
I was gonna say at least 10.
So we're just gonna fit these in between all the rentals. So
Yeah.
it kind of keeps us busy. So we're not doing overnight hauls or nothing like today. Depending on how long this takes. Setting up and tearing down today should be like 8 to 10 hour day, somewhere right in there. But with the last fiasco, we burned up our whole 14-hour clock.
Yes, we did. And they're talking wind this afternoon, so we'll see how we do. Might not even make it, you know, 3 hours from home, and might not even make it home, but you know, we'll see.
We made it to Platte.
Yes, we did.
Get a good glimpse of what a South Dakota campground looks like. This place is literally in the middle of a bean field, so if you ever go to South Dakota and go on the Missouri River fishing and stuff, there's a lot of campgrounds that are out in the middle of the pasture, bean field, whatever, for all the guys that have permanent campsites and go fishing and whatever. But this is a fairly newer one, and he literally just dumped a bunch of gravel right down the middle of this bean field to make a gravel road, and the campground just out in the middle of this bean field.
Driveway.
So there's not anything for trees or anything for like wind protection or anything like that out here.
Well, this is the driveway going into the campground. Beans on both sides. think you're lost. You're not.
Now when we get up here, we'll have to get the other camper all packed up and then drop this one. Get the cardboard pulled off the front of this one, get it put on the other one. So, yeah, like washboards. So we'll have to do 4 times of unhooking and hooking to getting these things out of here and in here and whatever.
It's gonna be fun.
We definitely grade this driveway once or twice.
I'm not sure if this campground is all permanents or if you can just come for a week or a weekend or whatever, but this
Looks
is
like everything here is pretty much permanent.
this is the campground. I hope you can see it over the CB. Probably gotta hold it out your window.
Oh, yeah, good. And there's actually more camping back there down that road over there.
Yep.
Oh, he's already got it pulled out.
Yes, he does.
So this is the beauty that we got to hook up to.
Yeah, right there.
And all the plastic on the front. So. All right, let's go talk to this guy and figure out what the plan is.
Makes it easier when you got a skid loader. Giant campers. And this one's getting moved in. Look at him go. It's like he's done this before.
All right, well that fiasco's over with. Didn't go so bad. We got all the tape and all that stuff pulled off. The other one, cardboard, the other one all up, and got it back to the dealership, and yeah, so that's over with. But that was the first for me. I never had a slide out come out going down the road before like that. And so on the new one, we actually had some boards put up in there. So when we got the old one that had the slide out problem, we put boards up there to lock it in. So no problems on the way back. It went smooth and it was warm. And now it's cloudy, cold, and it rained a little bit. So on the way back, stole my parents' trailer. Went and got another lawnmower. and had to pick up a couple hog feeders. The wife decided that we're gonna start on another adventure, which I'll go show you what we're talking about here in a minute. But had some guys ask me on our Facebook page, and have had quite a few phone calls lately too. Want to know how RV transporting's going, and honestly, I think we've only brought 4 maybe this year back from the factory. Otherwise, our majority of our transport stuff has been taking sold units and parking them like we just did for that one, where they're seasonal or whatnot, don't have a vehicle to pull them. So that's been the majority of the transport, but we've also charged quite a bit more since it's short runs and setting up and all that stuff. So we're actually doing better pay wise doing this than we are hauling from the factory. So, and we're home every night. We're not on the road all the time. Plus we have to be home in the summertime with all the rentals, which we got 4 or 5 of them back right now. We got the Clay County Fair going on, so there's campers in and out every day right now. Some are staying for the first half of the fair, some are staying for the second half, some are staying for the whole fair. It just kind of depends. But talked to a few people, like I said, with the transport and stuff, and one says they're busy, one says they can't get a load, they haven't had a load in months or whatever it is, and stuff like that. So if we relied solely on the transporting, we would make it. So that's why we got, you know, campers, and then we do transporting a little bit for the dealers. And I got a guy that I drive truck for it once in a while, which I'll probably get started going with him again, because I haven't really heard nothing for new units being built. And then this is where the wife decided we're gonna start on another adventure. So we're kind of just getting our toes in the water now, and this winter we'll be getting more. But you guys all know about the chickens. Been doing a few of those, but that's the new ones. We got bacon, brownie, pork chop, and sausage. They're all passed out right now. Hey guys, wake up. No, we don't want to. But we're gonna start farrowing. So we got 4 girls here, but these all go to the locker in December. So these are one's for us, and the other 3 are for some family and whatnot. And then our breeder pigs come in December. So we got 4 gilts and a boar coming in December, and then I believe probably March, April, May. Well, it won't be May, I'll be getting too late. Probably like March or April we'll be getting some more, and we're gonna start trying to get a cycle going. So we're not farrowing all at one time, kind of have it spread out a little bit. Yeah, like I said, RV transporting ain't gonna keep very many people going, you know, bank wise, financially, whatever. So we're getting a few different things going, so that way we got something to supplement everything, and when something picks up, we'll probably stick more to that. But I don't know, you guys have to let me know how you're doing with transporting, because we're not getting a whole lot, but like we're not set up with the factories either. We're all set up with dealers. So there's just a few local dealers, and it's just me and Courtney. So we don't want a bunch of loads, because we don't really plan on hiring drivers. I mean, someday maybe, but not right now. So, but it's been a while since I put out a video. I thought I'd get another one out for you, and we'll see you guys in the next one.